Rome 2's disaster at launch put a sour taste on a lot of Total War fans' mouths. I was included on that group, especially after all the media selling much more than the game would eventually come to be.
There's loads of features, not just in terms of the graphics, but also in terms of the combat and the animations that actually aren't in the game yet. So the final game's actually going to look way, way better than this. You know, we're working our guts out on this game, and we're determined to make it the best Total War game ever. We've got a huge budget for the game, about 40% bigger than anything we've done before. So we're absolutely determined to make it the most epic Total War title ever.
Fast forward 8 years, 1649 hours of gameplay, and I'm still loving Rome 2. But what changed my mind about Rome? Why did I go from hating it to loving it? In the beginning, there was disappointment, nostalgia, and revolt. But later, there was Rome, there was the classical period, there was my mindset towards the game changed, and a few major updates that came from CA. I've covered some game mechanics across the series and my opinions about their evolution in other videos if you're interested about it, but the main takeaway is that I love how the classics went about things, even though the newer titles do add certain very interesting ideas that I actually do enjoy. Rome 1 is a great classic game, simple but in-depth. It has a colorful feel, it likes to give you information about the past but focusing on gameplay. And let's remember that there was Bronze Age Egypt, the true meme faction. Rome 2 just didn't even bother with trying to be Rome 1. It's a completely different game built from the ground up to be something else. A lot of people, just like me, were just hoping for a great improvement on Rome 1, but booting Rome 2, nothing remained untouched. Recruitment is different, armies are different, building is different, fighting is different, everything is different. There are now more things to pick and choose. Complexities that are ultimately irrelevant, like character skills or army skills, and the list of differences goes on. It just doesn't play or feel the same way, and everyone expecting a sequel for Rome Total War got disappointed. What they got instead was a completely different product. Let's not forget about the massive issues the game had at launch with countless bugs and weird glitches that put off even more players. The family tree disappeared, the Civil War was a shit show, and there are other issues right there. Throughout the years, the game was fixed by CA. Currently, we have a great and playable game. Am I right, guys? Well, it's still Rome 2, and it's got a rework to politics, political actions, and I feel that it isn't very in-depth, but it is much better than it was. Especially the Civil War. Oh yes, the Civil War got a huge improvement right there. It has great modding support from the community, with mods like DEI or Radius, and many others to tailor the experience to your liking. In fact, I rarely play without mods, but even this is not why I started loving Rome Total War, or Rome 2. This happened a couple of years after launch when something hit me, all of a sudden. It was an epiphany. I've already said it in this video, Rome 2 is a completely different game, built from the ground up to be something else. It isn't a sequel, even if it tried to be one, it isn't one. Imagine it as being Total War, the classical period. I know it doesn't, it doesn't ring quite as much. It doesn't sound as good as Rome Total War or Total War Rome 2. But just imagine it, Total War, the classical period. I stopped seeing Rome 2 as a natural evolution or a sequel of Rome 1. I took Rome 2 as a new game and not as a new iteration on Rome 1 series. Rome 2 has nothing to do with Rome 1 other than the time period and of course the overall idea of Total War. And this new mindset allowed me to enjoy the game much more. It made a huge difference, right? It really did. It's not to say that I do not love Rome 1. It's not to say that I do not love Rome 1, because I absolutely love it. It's a game from my childhood that still, after 16 years, guys, I do just tune into very regularly. If you guys follow my streams, you know that. just because of how brilliant, simple, and enjoyable the campaign is. Rome 1 and Rome 2, for me, they scratched different itches. I enjoy Rome 1 for the campaign for the most part, and I enjoy Rome 2 for the battles also for the most part. So there are different things. Like when I want to do an in-depth campaign, I go for Rome 1. When I want to do just some battles and have some epic fights on my campaigns, I go for Rome 2. I think they do cater to slightly different things. So is Rome 1 a better game or is Rome 2 a better game? Which one is it? I think both are great games, and to be honest, I do freaking love both of them. So for me, that's not an issue. I love both games. What is your opinion on Rome 2 though? Do you love it or do you hate it? What about Rome 1? Do you love it or do you hate it, and why? Share that in the comments below, please. Let's get these comments rolling and let's get some comments up. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this short essay. Have a great day, and I hope to see you on the next video. So do slap that subscribe button, that like button, and all of those buttons, because you know YouTube has a lot of them, so slap them all. And I'll see you guys on the next video.
Hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitch, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you so much.